Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the world of massive blades. We're talking about knives that are so big, so heavy, you'd think they were forged for a giant. Get ready to be amazed by the top 10 biggest knives you won't believe exist. We're gonna break down each knife, talk about its history, its design, and whether it will keel. Because remember, a knife can be a tool, a weapon, or a work of art. But if it can't cut, it's not worth the metal it's made of. First up, we've got the giant Bowie knife. Now, the Bowie knife already has a reputation for being a beast of a blade. But this one takes it to another level. This behemoth is over 3 feet long, with a blade thicker than my forearm. It's said to have been forged in the 1800s by a blacksmith who wanted to create the ultimate survival tool. And let me tell you, if you're ever lost in the wilderness with only one knife, this is the one you want. It's got the weight and power to chop down small trees, split logs, and even defend yourself against a wild animal. But don't let its size fool you. This knife is still surprisingly well balanced. Of course, carrying a knife this big isn't exactly practical. But hey, who cares about practical when you can have awesome? This knife is a testament to the skill of the blacksmith who made it. It's a true work of art and a blade that will keel. Next we travel to the Himalayas, the home of the kukri. Now the kukri is a traditional Nepalese knife known for its distinctive curved blade. But the colossal kukri, this one's in a league of its own. This monster is over 4 feet long with a blade so wide and heavy, it could probably cleave a man in two. The kukri is all about power and leverage, and this one's got it in spades. It's said that this particular kukri was used by a legendary Gurkha warrior, who wielded it with deadly efficiency in battle. The Gurkhas are known for their ferocity and their skill with the kukri, and this knife is a symbol of their warrior spirit. It's a blade that demands respect, and it's definitely one you don't want to mess with. It's got a sharp, curved blade that can hook and pull, and it's heavy enough to deliver a devastating blow. This kukri is not just a weapon, it's a piece of history, a symbol of a warrior culture, and it will definitely keel. Now we're heading to the jungles of South America, where we find the mammoth machete. Machetes are already known for their size and their ability to clear brush like nobody's business. But this one takes the cake. This beast is over 5 feet long, with a blade so wide, you could probably use it as a surfboard. Okay, maybe not, but you get the idea. It's said that this machete was forged by a tribe of indigenous people deep in the Amazon rainforest. They use it for everything from clearing paths to building shelters to hunting. And let me tell you, this thing can handle it all. It's got a thick, heavy blade that can power through even the toughest vegetation. And it's surprisingly well balanced, making it easier to swing than you might think. This machete is a testament to the ingenuity and the resourcefulness of the people who created it. It's a tool that's built for survival, and it will definitely keel. Now I know what you're thinking. An enormous EDC knife, isn't that a bit impractical? And you know what? You're right. But that's not going to stop us from talking about it. This monster is over 2 feet long with a blade that's thicker than a Snickers bar. It's got everything you could ever want in an EDC knife. A serrated edge, a gut hook, a bottle opener, you name it. It's even got a built-in compass, just in case you get lost trying to carry this thing around. Now I'm not saying you should ditch your trusty pocket knife for this behemoth, but I am saying that this knife is a testament to the human desire to push the boundaries of what's possible. It's a knife that says, I'm prepared for anything. And hey, if you ever need to cut down a small tree to get to your morning coffee, this knife will definitely get the job done. It's big, it's bold, and it will definitely keel. Next up, we've got the Titanic Tanto. Now the Tanto is a Japanese knife known for its strong, angular blade. It's a favorite among martial artists and knife enthusiasts alike. But the Titanic Tanto, this one's for the serious collector. This behemoth is over 3 feet long, with a blade so thick and heavy, it could probably stop a charging rhino. Okay, maybe not a rhino, but it could definitely handle a wild boar. It's made from high-carbon steel, and it's been through a rigorous heat-treating process to make it as tough as possible. The craftsmanship on this knife is incredible. The blade is perfectly balanced, and the handle is intricately carved with traditional Japanese designs. This is a knife that's meant to be admired as much as it's meant to be used. Of course, using a knife this big is no easy feat. But if you're ever in a situation where you need a blade that can handle anything, the Titanic Tanto has got your back. It's a knife that's built to last, and it will definitely kill. Now we're stepping back in time to the medieval battlefields of Europe. This is the gargantuan glaive, a weapon that's as intimidating as its name suggests. The glaive is a pole weapon, meaning it's got a long shaft with a blade on the end. It was used by foot soldiers to keep enemies at bay, and it was particularly effective against cavalry. This particular glaive is over 8 feet long with a blade that's longer than my arm. It's said to have belonged to a legendary knight who used it to win countless battles. The blade is made from high carbon steel, and it's been through a special tempering process to make it both strong and flexible. The gargantuan glaive is a weapon that demands respect. It's a symbol of a bygone era, when battles were fought up close and personal, and it's a reminder that sometimes bigger is definitely better. Let's flip out with the behemoth balisong. Now, the balisong or butterfly knife is known for its unique design and its ability to be opened with a flick of the wrist. But the behemoth balisong, this one's not for the faint of heart. This monster is over 2 feet long when open, with a blade that's thicker than my thumb. It's made from high-grade stainless steel, and it's been meticulously balanced for optimal flipping action. Now, I'm not gonna lie, flipping a knife this big is no easy feat. It takes a lot of practice and a lot of skill. But if you can master it, the behemoth balisong is a sight to behold. It's a knife that's sure to turn heads, and it's definitely one that you'll want to keep out of the reach of children. It's big, it's bold, and it will definitely kill. Next, we have the massive military knife. Now, military knives are known for their durability and their versatility. They're designed to be used in a variety of situations, from combat to survival. But the massive military knife? This one's more of a novelty item than a practical tool. This behemoth is over 3 feet long with a blade that's thicker than a crowbar. It's got a serrated edge, a gut hook, a bottle opener, and even a wire cutter. It's basically a toolbox on a handle. Now, I'm all for being prepared. But there's a limit, and I think this knife crosses that limit. It's just too big and bulky to be practical in a combat situation, and it's definitely not something you want to be carrying around in your backpack. But hey, if you're looking for a conversation starter, the massive military knife is sure to get people talking. It's big, it's bold, and it's definitely not for everyone. Let's hack our way through this list with the jumbo jungle knife. Now, jungle knives are designed for use in dense, tropical environments. They're typically large and heavy with a broad blade that can be used for everything from clearing brush to chopping wood. But the jumbo jungle knife, this one takes the concept of a jungle knife to a whole new level. This behemoth is over 4 feet long, with a blade that's wider than my torso. It's got a thick, heavy blade that can power through even the toughest vegetation. And it's got a sawback that can handle even the thickest branches. Now, I'm not saying you need a knife this big to survive in the jungle, but it certainly wouldn't hurt. This knife is a beast, and it's capable of handling anything you can throw at it. It's big, it's bold, and it's definitely not for the faint of heart. But if you're ever lost in the jungle, and you need to make your way out, the jumbo jungle knife is the tool for the job. Finally, we've reached the end of our journey with the humongous hunting knife. Now, hunting knives are designed for one purpose: to dress game. They typically have a sharp pointed blade that's ideal for piercing and skinning, but the humongous hunting knife, this one's more of a conversation piece than a practical hunting tool. This behemoth is over 5 feet long with a blade that's longer than my leg. It's got a thick, heavy blade that's more suited for chopping down trees than it is for dressing a deer. Now, I'm all for having a big knife, but there's a limit, and I think this knife crosses that limit. It's just too big and unwieldy to be practical for hunting. But hey, if you're looking for a knife that will make you the envy of every hunter in the woods, the humongous hunting knife is the one for you. It's big, it's bold, and it's definitely a conversation starter. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. We've shown you some of the biggest, baddest blades out there. From the giant Bowie to the humongous hunting knife, these knives are a testament to the skill and creativity of knife makers throughout history. But now we want to hear from you. Let us know in the comments which knife blew your mind the most. And don't forget to tell us which massive blades we missed. Until next time, stay sharp.